Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show a few things I've recently gotten, and honestly, there's a few of the things I've shown have rather quickly shown good results. Let's get the first item. A tomato plant in a 5-gallon bucket. Now that gives it plenty of room for the roots to grow. Now this particular potato is, well, according to the little thing here, let me hold it closer up. Read it? No, too blurred. Well, anyways, it's a patio. It's called patio. Basically, it's tomatoes that are bred to grow in containers. Now, the size you see it right now, it's only been 1 week and it's already twice as big. And there's a tomato on there, as you can see, that's slowly growing. It's the only one. Now, I did forget to take off the little disposable little, I guess you could say, dirt crusher type pot thing that it was originally in, so I just stuck it in the ground. Apparently, you're supposed to take those off first before you put them in the ground. But I just left it as is. They say they'll decompose in the ground, so I'd say just leave it as is. Just put it in there. The roots are already growing through it. Now, I did have to break off some of the leaves and stems because they were dying and they looked pretty bad. Now, let's get on to the next item. Stick. Next item here is this little mint plant. Let's see if I could get a better vision of it. No, not so much. Well, this one I got just a couple days ago, and there was a lot more to it, but most of it was dead because it had been and soaking in water, the entire plant. This one plus the other one I'm going to show you was in one of those little live herb containers you can get at Walmart. I just took it, immediately put it in this thing, and I completely cut off as much of the dead I could get, and it's already showing that it's growing new leaves. And I've only watered once, and that was about, I think about 3 or 4 days ago. Alright, let's go get the other one. Now this one here, this one had more on it originally, but it did die. Now, as you can see at the top, that large leaf up there, that was the only decent leaf left. Now, on the second one, there are, near at the bottom, if you could tell, there are new leaves growing in, as well as in a couple other spots. And then the taller one, where the one good leaf was, there are a few more leaves growing in. Now, I'm going to keep both the mint plants in the containers they're in for a while until I save enough money to get some soil to put in the new container, which is basically a large cardboard box. I'll put them both in there, they'll have room to grow, and once they get to fill up the entire thing, I'll have enough mint not only last me for the entire year, but as well as to make tea, mix with food, and to share with other people. That is if I either remember to or feel like it. Now, my main reason for getting mint is that mint is one of the recommended plants for repelling some insects. Now, I'll have to look up again which ones, but I figured it was a good idea. Besides, mint tea is delicious. Now for this, there's nothing really growing in it yet, but I did plant several blackberry seeds in here. Now I don't know if they're gonna grow or not, that's why I planted several. I do have quite a few more sitting in the freezer in a container. I'm just waiting for it to, well, basically see if these will grow. I'll give it about a month. If nothing happens, I'll mix up the soil, pack it back down, wait for it to completely dry out. Then I'll plant some new seeds and rewater it. Now, honestly, for containers, for small containers like this and those two mint plants, I usually water it from the little drainage down here. That way, whenever the plant does get larger, it will soak it up directly from the roots first. Alright, let's go to the next thing. I just realized I cannot get the next two items because the containers are in a place where it would move too many things, and they are heavy at the moment. They are in about somewhere on medium to large boxes. They're in medium-sized boxes filled to the brim with soil. One of them is a blueberry shrub, and the other one is it's a tobacco plant. Now I'm just gonna leave them as they are. Honestly, I don't want to mess with them right now. The tobacco plant, there were several others in there, but all those died, so I'm leaving the tobacco plant exactly where it's at for now, just so see if it'll survive. Honestly, I'm thinking that if I move around too much, that might put it into shock. Now for the next thing. Now this one I got at an auction, or rather, what do you call it? Not an auction, a raffle. A glass gator sculpture. Now, I don't know if it's alligator or actually crocodile. But honestly, I don't really know if it's alligator or crocodile. Oh well. It was neat. I won it. The next one is something I recently was delivered, and honestly, it is very entertaining. Especially when you're a type of person who likes to fidget. You know, people who have ADHD, people who have a hard time focusing, other things like that, and I'm already playing with it. It is called... Oh! Sorry, little one. It is called the Infinity Cube. Basically, you just keep folding it. Here. Cube. Fold. 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 And it goes either way. Now only has like, that's pretty much it. And honestly, I find it very, very entertaining. When I got it earlier today, I sat down in the chair over to my right, and well, I ended up playing with it for about 3 hours. I had completely zoned out. Okay, I need to put this down before I get absorbed into it again. What was the other thing? Ah, yes. This is the next thing. This is a handcrafted spear, Native American spear. I don't remember uh, which tribe it was that they said, but honestly, that's not really a concern for me. I love this kind of stuff. The weapons, the instruments, those kind of things. Eventually, if I can ever afford it, I plan on getting a home. One and then the spare bedroom is going to be dedicated for stuff like this: bladed weapons, uh, no guns. The closest to a gun I'll get is most likely a crossbow. And they and now I'll have some that will be for display only, and there will be some that can be used as is, like basically battle ready. But honestly, they will all be used for display only. And over time, if I ever manage to save enough money, I'm going to reinforce the entire room so that no one can break into it and steal or use any of it. Actually, I think I should do that first, then start the collection of the weapons. Either way, it's going to take a very long time and a lot of money. Right now, I'm looking for a place to live. I've sent a message to a few attorneys about places I am interested in, see what we can do. Honestly, I don't see it happening. I do have bad credit. Anyways, this one I bought, and I love it. It sits at the foot of my bed. The last item I have is very useful. I use this almost every day. It keeps my tea my tea and coffee nice and hot for about, I think it's like 8 to 10 hours. Not really sure. But anyways, it's really good. It's perfect. I got this at a garden sale for $10. I think it's a pretty good price for a thermos like that. And last but not least, my puppy. Well, I guess that's everything, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.